What is up, and welcome to episode 2 of App Explorers, the interview edition. And this time I'm speaking to Tom Davies from Fluss.io, a new or fairly new startup that's launched an interesting product, and I really want to find out more. Tom, how are you doing?
Great, thanks for having me on here. Hi to your listeners, or viewers, should I say.
Now, I saw an ad for your product, or I saw you guys pop up on my Twitter feed a week or two ago, I think 2 weeks ago. And I was quite interested because firstly, you're a South African company. Secondly, you guys have a pretty interesting product offering that essentially allows people to give remote access to a house or to a building via an app. Am I right?
That is correct. Yes, our product is called Fluss, which is an IoT or home automation product that allows you to plug any existing electrical gate motor or garage or mag lock door with a small device. This is the device. 3 wires, normally a 5-minute installation. And then you can control it with your phone, give access to people. That's pretty much it. So
how did the company start? Now, how old are you guys?
Fluss has been around for a couple of years, but very much a side gig for a while. What happened was because we were playing around with IoT tech, we always had an issue with remotes and sharing remotes and access to our office and who's allowed in and who's not allowed in. And we developed Fluss to solve our own problems. Firstly, realized that it actually is quite a useful product. And whenever someone saw it, we invite them to our office for a meeting, for example, and they use it. They go, "Wow, this is great. Where can I get one?" We've been refining all the quirks and getting all the bugs out of the way, and developing a product that we hope is world class.
Well, I'm certainly keen to definitely check this thing out one day. Now, you showed up the little product there. Is that in the app all you need to kind of get into this ecosystem and control everything in your life?
Absolutely, yes. So the product we sell on our website, or we have a lot of installer partners that will sell our product. You buy the product and then download the app for free for private use, for use at your home and so on. And then you're ready for a way.
Now, is it something I can DIY? I mean, I'm pretty handy around the house. Is it something I'll be able to install on my gate motor or somewhere else pretty easily? Or do I need a technician to come out?
Most people can install it themselves. But having said that, there's no harm in getting a technician in because you are dealing with voltages and gate motors. Sure. It's typically 5-minute installation. There are some rare instances where there's a rat's nest of wires that probably best to get your technician out to help you with.
Sure. But I mean, I suppose this works with most common or most of the gate motors. There's 1 or 2 big brands. I've got what is it called? Gateway, or what is it? The green brand. Centurion. That's it. Thanks for that. So it works with those kind of gate motors, all the popular brands, I would assume, right?
Absolutely. We haven't come across a gate motor or lock that we can't interface with. Sometimes there's, as I said, in some instances, you need a bit of help of a technician or someone who knows the product that you're installing into very well. But for the vast majority of the time, it's a very simple process.
Now, what else around my house can I actually use this for? I mean, gate motors is fantastic. What other uses have you actually seen with this or use it for?
Well, one of the things we did at a conference, we plugged in a fridge with Fluss and allowed people to open the fridge.
Oh, that was pretty cool. I like that.
Essentially, it's a switch that can open most things. We're focusing on gates because obviously the app and the interface is designed to share access and record access and see when people come and go and specify times and so on. But there's no reason why it can't be used for anything that you can normally control with a relay. We are going to be launching other products in the future. This is just the first of many, we hope, and those products will be more suited for controlling your alarm system, for example, or turning on and off lights. But Fluss in itself, this product is for access control.
Okay, so Fluss will be access control. So you're planning on building an ecosystem that does security lights? Because I was going to ask, lights would be handy. Accessing security cameras seem to be a very logical next step to this as well.
Absolutely. The idea is we get this to the market, get some feedback from our users, and then solve the next problem that people have. and roll out. Obviously, there's a lot of the IoT and home automation space is booming at the moment, and we're going to see massive growth over the next 2 years. So we want to be right in the forefront and provide that work in the South African context, because there are competitors in the IoT space and the smart home space that are very much tuned to the American or European market. In South Africa, we have a slightly different context.
So tell me, the company or your company and your business, I mean, how far back does this type of engineering go?
So I've been running a software engineering, electrical engineering business for the last 12 years, and Fluss is born out of that. Fluss's sole focus is IoT products for consumers.
And where to from here, apart from the home automation? Do you have any other plans or any other bigger plans to take Fluss and this ecosystem elsewhere?
Absolutely. So the home automation is just the first market, but there's a lot of commercial uses for Fluss and the technologies around it. We have a few clients in office parks. Airbnb owners are a big user. We'd like to take this even into retail, allow people access to parking and so on. But that's all in the pipeline. So
the application itself looks quite straightforward in terms of what you can do with it. You basically, how does it work? Somebody that you obviously have it installed as the owner. Did somebody have to have the app installed to then use it as part of the access?
Yes, at the moment you need to install the app to access it. So if I get the Fluss device, I'll install it, wire it up, and then claim the ownership of it. And then I can invite my friends and family, specify sort of access rules. So they're allowed to come anytime, or perhaps my in-laws aren't allowed to come on the weekends. Then I'd send them an invitation, and they'll have to download the Fluss app. You log in using your cell phone number, so that we know that if there's any instance with security in South Africa, cell phone numbers are Regardt. So you can use that information to track back to an individual if you have a warrant and so on. And then you come in and out, and then I can see on the access logs when you arrived and when you left.
And how does the person actually then access? Once you've assigned access, do they just literally press a button, or do they click on a link? Is it a one-time thing, or do you repeat? Is it repeatable?
So you can specify if it's one-time or repeatable. For example, if you're having a party for one day, you can invite everyone for just that day or a specific time. Or if you have a gardener, for example, that comes in on a Wednesday, you can let them in on a Wednesday at specific times. They just, as they're in range, so Fluss makes use of Bluetooth. Unlike a lot of our competitors that make use of Wi-Fi, you don't need to have Wi-Fi connection or cell phone reception for that matter. All you need to do is have received the invitation, logged into the app, and then when you get up to the gate or garage or whatever you're accessing, a button appears, then you can push that button and then you can go in.
So do you have any plans to cater to other devices like feature phones? I mean, I look at my gardener and housekeeper don't have smartphones. Is it the time to upgrade, or do you have plans for feature phone compatibility?
At the moment, we have no plans for feature phone compatibility, unfortunately. Our research has shown that smartphone penetration is growing. I think the cost of smartphones is dropping. So unfortunately, if you don't have a smartphone, then Fluss is not for you.
Cool. I'll look at the upgrade options then. Now, I've looked at the website. The pricing is, I think, $8.99 for the device, right? Is there then also a monthly cost attached to it?
Not for home use, only if you're using it for your office park or to run a hotel or something. Then there's a per user or per site fee. That's monthly.
Now, in closing, I really this is really a product that lends itself also to something like geyser control. Have you ever thought about that?
I'm going to take some notes, and that might be our very next product. Thank you very much for the idea.
Excellent. Trademark. We'll chat afterwards. I'm just joking. I definitely look forward to looking at this. I mean, this is something that would definitely add benefit to my life. I mean, I don't have many people walking in and out, but it's certainly much easier, especially if you're out and about, as people start getting back to office environment. I can certainly see this paired with, your existing home security camera, to give you a very good control of, what's happening access-wise to your house. I look forward to checking this out, and definitely going to be looking at putting one of these in my house. Thank you so much for your time, Tom. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Regardt. Have a great day, and we'll make sure we get you a Fluss device to try out soon.
Excellent, excellent. Now you can reach the guys at fluss.io. That's FLUSS. We'll have the details up on the screen. The app is also available on Apple and the Android Play stores. So you can go check
and
out
the
what
Huawei stores if you
and the Huawei app gallery
new,
as well.
Great
stuff. Great stuff. Right. I look forward to seeing all the future developments, what you guys have to do. We'll definitely be in touch and I'll give feedback on what the product is. We'll do some photographs and maybe a video around that and kind of just show how it works. That'll be quite cool. Again, thank you very much for your time, Tom. Appreciate it.
Well, thank you. And thanks to all your viewers.